Now, we are standing by live right now outside of City Hall. Mayor John Tory will be delivering remarks on the pandemic anniversary ahead of today's virtual council meeting. The virus has killed nearly 2,700 Torontonians. And the actual council meeting itself, it'll be live streamed on YouTube, and that is starting at 9:30 this morning. Now, a lot of the conversation has been about different municipalities doing different things when it comes to the vaccine program. As we know, Toronto now launching its own online vaccine portal. And to join me now to break down what it looks like with pre-registering is Councillor Joe Cressy, who is also chair of the Board of Health. Good morning to you, Councillor.
Good morning, Melanie.
I want to begin here first as we look to tomorrow, March the 11th, and very much a somber anniversary, because I mentioned the numbers here and we cannot forget the lives lost. And I really want to ensure when we talk about these numbers, these are lives. In a position that you sit in and what the year has looked like, what has it been like for you?
You know, if you think back a year ago, it's almost hard to imagine that 1 year later, we would have seen in our city of Toronto more than 100,000 cases of COVID, nearly 3,000 lives lost. I mean, that is immeasurable loss, and it's an immeasurable pain. And so this year has been a moment of profound challenge for our residents and destabilization. But it's also, as we reflect on it a year later, we see hope coming forward. We are going to beat this pandemic. We are going to come out of it stronger. And the vaccine campaign that's about to really roll out, that's going to be part of our pathway to getting back to a new and better normal.
Councillor Cressy, let's talk about that vaccine rollout in Toronto. As mentioned, different municipalities doing it in a different way. So Toronto launching their own online portal. I want to bring up some visuals of it here if those who haven't seen it can become familiar with it. So right now we're looking at a certain priority groups. Let's break down who can pre-register right now and which facilities they are pre-registering for.
Yeah, so when it comes to the vaccination campaign, each level of government has a role to play. The federal government, of course, provides the supply. They go out and secure the supply of vaccine. At the provincial level in Ontario, the provincial government determines the order of prioritization. Who can get a vaccine and when? That all-important question we all want to know. And then the provincial government is also creating a centralized registration website, which is launching on March the 15th. And that's a really good thing, because what you want with vaccines, everybody just wants to know, when's it my turn and where do I go to register? And you want a seamless, integrated model. So as of March the 15th, that centralized registration platform for Toronto and for right across this province will launch. In the meantime, for those residents who are over 80 years old, those frontline essential healthcare workers, Indigenous adults over 16, those people who qualify in the provincial priority right now, they can go to our Toronto hospitals created a website, which is vaccineto.ca. This was a website created by Toronto's hospitals and Ontario health teams to provide a bridge, to provide a space for those priority groups today to go and find information on where to pre-register or book. And that's an important step while we wait for the full integrated provincial system to come online.
Councillor, sorry to interrupt here, but I just need to clarify here. Once that centralized system from the province launches, do the two somehow merge or one becomes obsolete? How does that work?
So here's what I can tell you is that across Toronto, we'll have more than 350 different participating immunization clinics. City mass immunization clinics, hospital clinics, pharmacies, community health centers, and ultimately we want that seamless, centralized, integrated provincial system because you just want to make it easy for residents. And so the final details for that new system are being worked on now. We expect them to be launched on March the 15th. And certainly our hope and expectation is that there will be a seamless integration, because at the end of the day, this vaccine campaign only works if residents can get their vaccines. And the easier that is to register, whether that's by phone and online, the faster we'll be able to get these needles out the door. And so the final launch of the provincial system is coming on March the 15th. And we're very hopeful and optimistic that that will provide, as supply of vaccine increases, a pathway for people to be able to easy and quickly register.
I know we want to look to the positive as well, and let's hope for that seamless integration. Councillor Cressy, thank you for taking the time this morning.
Thank you, Melanie.
Now, he did mention here about, going online, and we are always looking to our phones to do things. But how comfortable do you feel about doing certain things on your phone? Dina and Sid. That's the first time I get to say Dina and Sid. Hey, guys.